Okay, so what you need to remember is the artificial frequency fence surrounding this planet is a very large part of the AI system. I'm not going to get into details about it. All you need to know is it's a large part of the AI system. Like all the satellites, all the satellite grids around this planet. That whole thing, is, if you want to call it like a bird cage kind of encasing, or you just want to see it as a fence, a grid fence. Anyway, the artificial frequency fence is how they're doing a lot of things. And these entities, along with the entities in human vessels on the surface, running shit, they're playing with the frequency weaponry. It's frequency games, although it's not a game. But they're insane. These are entities, they're creatures, they're insane. They're playing frequency games. They're trying to, you can't screw with the human neurology. Like any kind of, even a slight alteration or fucking with frequencies can really alter somebody. So they're playing frequency games, and they're trying to rape power, energy, will, life force energies. They're trying to confuse everybody. They're playing they're swapping people's characteristics and mannerisms and emotions, like with somebody down the street, right? Like these bitches need to be ended. They need to be removed from the entire universe, from all of existence. These are entities that should not be anywhere near fucking technology. That is how they're trying to rape humanity of their inherent stuff. You need to, no matter what, I know that there's probably a lot of things that I state that many don't agree with or don't believe or what have you. You need to believe that there's an artificial frequency fence surrounding this planet, and it's a large part of the AI system and how they're what they're using to rape humanity and to try and forcibly enslave humanity. That's what they're using. The grid, the frequency fence was set up long time ago around this planet. And it's just at the end of civilization, towards the end of every civilization, when it's about to fucking implode, and when their lives don't any longer work, and people start to really wake up, that's when they turn the fence on, and they get the inhabitants to reverse engineer the technology to basically enslave themselves. So just be aware of that, right? Now, what I was going to state was, you need to be disconnecting your entire being from the artificial frequency fence. You need to be pulling every piece, part, and fragment of your being, all of your astral body, your will body, your emotional body, all your astral, will, and emotional body energies and frequencies, all of your life force, heart energies, and healing energies, and your neurological signal and energetic signature. You need to be pulling those out of the AI system, out of the totality of the artificial frequency fence, back to your being. And the other thing you need to remember is that if you go to do that and you're experiencing negative emotions or resistance, always know that number one, they're forcing magic on the masses, and number two, whatever they're forcing, it's always going to be a lie. It's whatever resistance you're running up against or running into, it's a lie. You have to jump over it. You have to run it over. You have to run it over, and you have to know the truth of things. You have to fight to basically feel the truth, because they're trying to use magic and technology to cover up the truth. So as long as you know the truth, you'll have to kind of fight to feel the frequency of it, to get the frequency of the truth, to feel the frequency of the truth. But as long as you know what the truth is, be constantly reinforcing and reinstating the feeling of the truth frequency. That is how you're going to run over and jump over their lies. And in addition to that, constantly releasing all of their forced magic from the totality of your being, devoid of anything raped from you and devoid of all harm to you. So please be doing that on a consistent daily basis. I realize that we should not have to do that, but that is how they're forcing. Number one, they're using the technology to force and induce fear that is not yours, and they're using magic to force lies, to reinforce the magic, and to reinforce the obstructions. So always know, whatever resistance you run up into, it's a lie. You just got to figure out the fuckery, right? You just got to figure out which, okay, there's resistance there. It means there's a lie there. It means they're forcing a lie. So I just got to get over it. I know what the truth is. You just have to feel the frequency of the truth and use that to jump over and or run over their lies. And also, it helps to be releasing all forced lies, including all forced magic, holding lies that you have to release from the totality of your being, either directly to universal laws, or if you just releasing it with every cell, fiber, molecule of your being, it will go back to the originating source. Just make sure that you're stating devoid of all harm to you and devoid of anything raped from you as you're stating it. So those are things that everybody needs to, all true benevolent beings need to be keeping in mind, that it's the artificial frequency fence around this planet that they need to be pulling their stuff out of and disconnecting from. And remember that any kind of resistance that you're feeling, any kind of negative emotions or whatever, it's lies. It's all lies. They're just using magic to try and reinforce it. So you just have to do some work in trying to, the truth of things. You just have to do a little bit of work in feeling the truth frequency, the frequency of that truth, and then jump over or run over their lies. And just be pulling all your stuff out of the artificial frequency fence. In addition to pulling it out of all astral realms, artificial realities, and out of all technologies. But the artificial frequency fence is the biggest part of the AI system. So just be pulling out all of your disconnecting, removing all forced connections, originating from the artificial frequency fence around the planet, and all subsequent technologies, and releasing all those forced connections along with all the forced magic with it, and all the forced lies, cons, and deceit. Devoid of all harm to you and devoid of anything raped from you. Hopefully, there's some true benevolent beings that are able to hear this, and hopefully you're working on it. As always, always know that you know the truth of things, the real truth, and trust the truth that's in your heart. They do have ways of fucking with the intuition. Please always be double checking your intuition against what you are getting in your heart. Don't trust the mind rape, whatever kind of thoughts or whatever they're forcing, the words that they're forcing in the mind. Don't go with those. Always go with what's in the heart. So, and try and clear out your emotional body. Be clearing out your emotional body of all forced magic and all forced lies. So always trust that you know the truth of things. Know that you're going to persevere. You have to know that you will never submit. You will never give your consent to those whores. As long as you know that you are never going to consent and that you have not consented, no matter what they're trying to force on you, it's all their fear. Everything that they're forcing is their fear. They're trying to force you, number one, into fear, and they're trying to force you into submission. So no, as long as you don't ever submit, they're still not good. They're still fucked. Even though they're doing some very horrific fucking things. They're doing it to force you to give consent. So as long as you don't give consent, then they're still fucked. It just sucks that universal laws should be regulating here. And they're using the AI fence to forcibly obstruct and regress universal laws, when that should not be going on. This universe is going to fucking implode under the weight of its own insanity. And I know that most people don't want to hear that, and that's like doom and gloom kind of stuff. But what I'm telling you is this universe, that should have been corrected long ago. You can't have a universe obstructing and regressing the very universal laws that keep the universe in fucking balance. It's in betrayal of itself. It's in contradiction of itself. There's no balance left. It's going to implode anyway because the universe itself is insane. So don't worry about it. Just know that you're at the implosion of this universe. All true benevolent beings who remain will be immediately and instantaneously moved, transported to whatever universe that best matches their frequency, vibration, light, sound, energy, and resonance. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about the implosion of this one. It's got to go. It refused to do the correction for this universe. It's refused. That means it's devolving. That means it's going to implode. There is no fixing it because the universe itself is refusing to correct. So don't worry about it. Don't have fear. You will be immediately transported instantaneously to the universe that best matches your frequency, vibration, light, sound, energy, and resonance. Okay? We need to be getting out of here. Start calling all your stuff out of this universe. Pull every piece, part, and fragment of your being out of this universe. It's gonna fucking implode. Fuck. Just please be doing that. That way you're ready. Okay? Be pulling all your stuff out of this universe. That way you're ready. When it finally implodes, when you're instantaneously transported, you've got all your stuff with you. All right. Trust yourself. Know that you know the truth of things. Trust your heart. Trust that you are a powerful being, and trust that you will persevere. And know that you are a strong being, and know that you are of the true benevolent creator, and that you override and outrank all parasites.